Welcome to the Seven Crosses series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up the series on the 9th of August 1965. And of course, we're going to begin as usual with a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys give me so much to think about. Now, before we get into the gameplay, I need to talk about two subjects. The first one relates to the channel in general. This is the fact that the UK is currently reopening and life is kind of getting back to normal. And that's actually had two consequences. One, we are getting a lot more visitors and house guests, which kind of disrupt my schedule. And a good example of that was the recent bank holiday weekend when we had literally guests for about 4 days. And the other one is the fact that after 18 months of literally not having to work so much for a living with very light real life workloads, though my real life workloads have now started to increase dramatically to the fact that it's now starting to impinge on my ability to actually maintain the channel. Therefore, what I'd like to do is apologize in advance for any disruptions to the schedule. Also, some of you might notice that some of the videos that I'm actually recording are starting to get a little bit shorter. The reason for that is that I'm trying to keep the videos shorter to cut down the amount of time that I'm editing and rendering the videos. I'm expecting this disruption to last to at least the end of the year, because normally with my job in the new year, the first 3 months tend to go very quiet. So this may sound a bit dire, like I'm finding excuses. What I am going to do is guarantee all the current series on the channel, especially the Seven Crosses and the Four Corners series. It's just that some weeks there might only be 2 videos rather than 3. And I'm also hoping to add new content, but that will depend very much on the availability of time. Again, apologies if you notice any disruption and it starts to become a bit irritating. It's just the fact of life at the moment. Now, the second point has got more relationship to the Four Corners series. I've had a couple of people comment about mods that they can't find them on the workshop. And this is becoming a bit of an issue. And the mods I'm referring to is the Fabric Workshop here. I've been going all the way through the different mods I've got subscribed to, and I can't find a mod that actually has this factory available. And it's also the small mechanical components one there as well. And I have to accept that searching back through mods that you've subscribed to is a bit of a long drawn out process, so I still may not, and so I may eventually find which mods these are associated with. But what I'd like to say is, if anyone's using these mods and they actually know which mod they subscribe to in the workshop to get them, well, I would really much appreciate it if you put a link into the video description, because what I'll do then is I will add it to the collection on my Four Corners series. But at the same time, I will still keep looking. So a big thank you in advance for if you do happen to know what the mod is. Right, that out of the way, let's just get into the gameplay. Now, probably the best place to start is up here. We've built this bridge over here and we're building this, and what I would like to do is get this built and so we can push out here and start putting the infrastructure, because I think getting this farm online is going to be quite important. We're going to put a fire station in about here. Now, while I was actually preparing for the video, I did find a bit of a problem over here with this here. You can see we've actually got a bit of a build up of livestock in these fields, and the reason was that the distribution office, this distribution office here, was actually trying to pick up wood from over here, and you can see we've got a bit of a wood shortage here now. So what I've actually done is I've put him onto this storage area here, because this is full up because these are pushing to supply the heating plant here. So hopefully that is going to get my meat exports back on track, because as you can see my money dropped quite dramatically. In fact, let me just have a quick check. Yeah, so we're starting, we've exported 1 ton of meat at the moment. I did drain my money out a little bit with respect, because I got some more dumpers on, again, sorry to return here, is so that I can export some coal out as well, so that we can make a bit of money from the simple export of coal. But as usual, steel is still very much an issue. I think at the moment, no matter how fast I can ship the coal up here, the steel is consumed very quickly. And another issue is that because the steel's being grabbed for construction projects, I've drained out all my mechanical components as well. So that's another potential issue. Over here, things are going reasonably well. I just need to check the construction office. We are working on this high voltage switch. You can see this just needs a little bit more steel and this will be finished. These conveyors are coming quite nicely, so hopefully we'll get the conveyor line to here and then we'll be able to pick up the coal from here rather than here. Now this silo is filling up again, which is a bit of a cause for concern, and I'm just trying to think of a way that I can do it. If not, we're just going to have to pull out the trucks delivering gravel to here. Although I think this guy is actually finished. Yeah, one of these is the bridge and one of them's the road. So I think what we could do is gravel in some of these other roads. We could gravel out here, but I don't really feel the need. The fire station's there. In fact, I've just suddenly realised that I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to asphalt out here to here. Whoops, wait, stop it. Because well, this road's not currently in use at the moment, but we may want to use it when the winter comes and we can start to finish off the asphalting through here. I would certainly like to get this section done, possibly some up sections through here. Now we're going to need to keep an eye on the harvesting process, because what we've got up here is these. I don't think these fields are currently allocated, so we're going to need to bring these fields in as these fields empty out. In fact, these fields are already starting to empty out. Hoping that eventually we can get another distribution office in here. In fact, I think I'm going to put one in. No, I'm going to asphalt that road through there. Let me just check these guys. Have you got any jobs? I want to keep these local for the moment. One of these is the bridge. What's the other one? You're working on this road. Oh, you're actually going out here. That's great. And where's this road then? Oh, you've picked up this one. I suppose I could live with that. We're just going to have to wait to put the distribution office here. What I'm going to do is, we've got, this is Big Field 4 and Big Field 3, which are both empty now. So just how about the 5 Big Field 3 and Big Field 4 for the moment. There's Big Field 4. And I think Big Field 3 might be down the bottom here. There it is. And then what we'll do is come to this distribution office, and I think we'll add you to there and there. One's got Big Field 3. No, Big Field 4. I mean, we're getting very close to fully automating our farming now. It's there. Take you out. I think to start with, we'll just add you to there, because of course we got this construction office, not distribution office here. Now, I did notice a bit of a problem with here because this fills up. So what I've done is I've given him a second drop-off point so that he can drop off to here as well. But I don't think he's got any more spaces now. But the other thing I want to do is just check this, because crops are running short. I want to avoid. Possibly actually just speed the game up a bit, because the crops are getting short. What I would like to do is actually avoid, if possible, actually we're just going to add you to there for the moment, so that we got a second drop off point for here as well. I think if we can clear these fields here a bit, these are already assigned, maybe we'll put you on there as well and that one on there. What we'll do is, I mean, I know these guys don't have many trucks, but if they can clear these fields out, it means I can allocate out to here a bit quicker. The other thing I would like to do is earn a bit of money to get another harvester in here. In fact, we need 2 harvesters. Can I just feel that we need 6 tractors, 6 harvesters. So if I can get in here, it cost me 50,000. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. So what we're going to do is put a harvester in here and a harvester in here. I think that should kind of speed this whole process up, because you can see what we'll have is the harvesters coming out here, starting to gather these crops as and when these finish. See, like this field is ready to be harvested, but the harvesters are already out here. The other thing I'm also going to do is, once we go into the winter cycle, I'm going to replace these 3 fields with a single big field. I think these 3 medium fields are just more trouble than they're worth, and then what we'll do is just keep the 5 medium fields here. And then I think what I'll most likely do is then reallocate the fields again, and hopefully that will be the final version. We got that out of the way there. Let's have a look at the messages. We got new vehicle types there. New vehicle type, that's rolling stock. Yeah, in my dreams. Last chance to buy, rolling stock. Last chance to buy. Oh, we've lost the Zeiss 155. That could be. We're actually losing quite a lot of vehicles here. This is the steam train, this SY 1000. That will be making an appearance in my Four Corners series as and when we get there. I think we can zap the rest. And we can get down to here. Now, in the last part, I started putting together this little calcium plant here. It's actually got 4 drop-off points on it. But at the moment, I don't really feel... The problem is we're going to need to bring the coal from here. And I don't have the money to bring in a dumper to deliver this, because this is going to have to be manual delivery. But I think what I would like to do is put a dumper from here to here, bringing the coal in. And possibly that dumper will just keep this full up with coal. And I think it's gravel as well, so we're going to need a dumper to bring the gravel in. And then what we'll have is a cement truck here. Or what we'll do is adjust the distribution office to deliver the cement to the concrete plant here. You can see we're actually starting to get a bit low on the concrete. In fact, I'm a little bit worried about where is the cement truck. You're importing 49%. I think we're going to push that to 60 because, in fact, yeah, where is the cement truck? Quick look. Can't remember which one it is. You're a steel one. It might be this guy here. Okay. So he currently brings in 3 tons of cement, and he's probably should be constantly on the go. Don't know if I can replace him with something that's a little bit bigger and possibly a little bit faster. Let me just. Your top speed is 55. But then again, if I'm going to start producing my own cement, let's see, just have a look at the dry bulk tanker. We got this guy's 62, but he's only 3.1 tons. He's 2.5 tons. So in some ways, that guy's still capable of doing his job. Let me just see. Let's say what I'd like to do is keep this guy kind of targeted in this area, because I really would like, when this is finished, to build this road out as quickly as possible. I think we could probably give him a small job around here. I mean, these are going quite quickly. In fact, I think what we'll do is, this is a duplicate road, so we're just going to fill in this bit here like that. Let's get back over here. I just want to see what's going on here. Now, we do have a bit of a problem with the population again. We kind of plateaued with the population, and these guys have got kind of sat around doing nothing. I think what we're going to do is start building one of these so we can do the groundworks and get the concrete and gravel in. Of course, with this, we actually need the prefabs. So what I need to do is make sure these guys going allocated prefabs. Yep. Of course, what we need to do is get more vehicles in here so things can go a bit quicker. Because at the moment, this construction office is half empty, and this construction office coupled with this vehicle office is going to be the effective powerhouse for driving this economy forward. Now, we have got the open store here, and well, we're never going to bring steel out here, but what I would like to do is get some bricks and some boards out here. Trouble is, what have these guys got? These have just got dumpers. This is where I need a bit of cash, because what I would like to do is get an open hole starting to bring out the prefabs here. Yeah. Have I got an open hole that I can use? I think I've got one over here. He's not very big, but I think I can use him to... Yeah, I mean, he can only carry 3 tons of... Rather than sat there doing nothing, because what it means I can do is if I get him into here, I we can actually set up the supply route to start bringing some of the stuff out to here. I say the big ones is boards, bricks, and prefabs, and then that will shorten the distance. But of course, we're going to need more vehicles coming in. I want to make sure, yeah, we are making a little bit of money. So we got boards here. We got 46 tons of boards. Yeah, I think this guy's snatching the boards as soon as they comes in. We really need to kind of improve this area as well with get some more trucks in here. I think at the moment the growth of the economy is starting to overwhelm my ability to deliver. See what jobs this guy's doing. He's working on the unfinished conveyor, the unfinished road, and the Como small storage area. Oh, it's this one up here. We want to get this done as well. I mean, we got kind of 97 tons of prefabs here. Now, I have made a decision on prefabs, and I think according to Hardmode Rules, prefabs can't be exported, so we're not going to export prefabs to make money. We're just going to have to live with what we are currently got and just see how things go. We're still getting quite a lot of heat in here. I'm sure maybe the truck that's delivering here isn't really up to the job. Let me just take a look. Where are you? I think we've only got... Yeah, I think we're going to need to upgrade some of these trucks over time once we got the money as well. But at the same time, as long as things are flowing out quite well, I mean, we made 3,000, 8,000 last month, so that's kind of keeping things going. I'm reluctant to export food, to be honest, at the moment, because the crop situation. Of course, we need to build this as well. We've got 43 tons of crops there. We are kind of producing a lot of alcohol, but I think that's going to be our money maker. And we're getting crops into here. Now, I've got a little bit of a concern with the fuel, because obviously the number of vehicles I've got running around now is taking away that fuel supply. And I think we've already got maximum workers in here. So at the moment we're producing 5 tons of fuel a day from 10 tons of crops. So that is a lot of crops. So we've also got a potential situation with the fuel there, which means that eventually, if I can't get this area going, we're going to possibly run into a little bit of bankruptcy issues. Now, the gravel here is okay. These guys are... Right. We've got our roller here, building that. I think what I am going to do is get over to here. And... not that one, this guy. I'm going to reduce the auto detect to 2,000 meters. I think what that will do is stop this road crew picking up jobs over here, because what I want to do now is develop a demarcation of labour. This construction office, this road crew is going to be primarily responsible for this area, and this construction office and this road crew is going to be responsible for the expansion out this way and this way, because I've got a feeling we need to get over to these oil fields relatively quickly as well. What's that? Oh, didn't realise that was there. Anyway, let's get back to here. So that is going to be the principal. We just need to get this built. Oh, he's finished. Right, that's good. What? And it's been picked up by the knife edge crew. Well, this is the road that I want built. As soon as this is built, we're going to put a fire station out here, and we'll start getting the electrical conduit done in here. Okay, I think we need to get this connected to provide the fire coverage. I'm going to do this with gravel so that our paver gets onto this job, or this job. We'll gravel this first, and then we can paver it later on, because this is just going to be a service road to here. It also means we've now got access to this fish farm. Can I get it online? Yeah, I could, because it doesn't need steel, does it? It just needs concrete. Yeah, I think think that could be a nice quick win. And I think these guys have got spare capacity, so we're going to get the fish farm built here. And we'll see if we can set that up. We're back over 200,000 again now. Let's just see. And we've still got... See, we're on the 23rd of September, and I think those extra couple of combines are now really starting to make a difference. Let me just see what the food situation is like. See, we still got odd little bits of crops over here, which is a bit of a cause for concern. But then again, these are still being picked up. All we're going to have to do now is see if we can snag as much of this as possible. Let me just check the cover again. Yeah, these guys can... In some ways, these guys could do with another open hole, couldn't they? We've only got 2 tons there. We've got 2 tons there. It's a shame. I think this actually, a little job for you. Are you on the vehicle depot? And you can just pick up there. Load. 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 Unload. Where did he go? Right, he's just going to go in here. I know he's only picking up 0.8 tons, but I think if he can kind of empty these fields out, I mean, we might as well just use him. He's pretty quick. He's a pretty fly little truck. Oh, you can deliver there. And what he can do is just run around and tidy up. And I'll kind of gather him back up later on. This field is being picked up. And I think this field has been allocated to this. Not this one, it's this one. So what I'd like to do is asphalt this road through here and then put another distribution office in. And then, but then again, if I turn this into a large field, we'll gain an extra 2 slots for these. But oh, well, maybe not. I can readjust anyway. Right, let's just get back over here. So we mechanical components. Yes, it's going to be. Things are going to be a little bit difficult. Let me just check and see. Oh, we're building the heat exchanger. I do have an idea that if we can get this coal online and build the power supplies through here, and we build the heating plant, what I can do then is, to begin with, is use trucks to bring the coal to the heating plant. So that what we can do is start using the heating plant. So that means we can kind of start to expand this city a bit more aggressively, because so that we don't actually overload this heating plant. Also, that means that because we're burning coal, this heating plant can be decommissioned and it will no longer be consuming fuel. So it looks like we've got our prefabs here. Wow. We have prefab buildings. That is pretty cool. Actually, how much does cement cost us? 4,000, 16 tons. So if I can trim off the requirement for cement, that will make a difference. This road's been picked up. Yes, look at that. Come on, guys, you can do it. You can push out here. I really would love to get this built. 16 tons of boards, and this will be faffing around here. So what we're going to do is we've got our little truck here, which no, this one, isn't it? And what I should be able to do now is set up the pickup points for the prefabs. We'll pick up from there to start with boards and bricks. So you can pick up the bricks there, you can pick up boards, you can load prefabs there, and we can take these all down to here. Where is it? And you can unload. And we're going to start with a low percentage because I don't want them stealing. This is like going to be a build up area to start with because we've only got the one vehicle. And he is absolutely tiny. So he's got off for 3 tons of bricks. So let me just... yeah, I think that would be good enough for the moment. So at the moment, I'm not going to put this construction office onto here, so there's like a reasonable amount of stuff piling up in there. More importantly, we've got more trucks bringing stuff down from the distro office as well. See, we're getting a bit of a backlog here. It's not good. This is why we really need to get this link finished here, because it's kind of slowing everything up. I know it's going to be a bit slower here, but I think eventually we can get this built, and then we'll be able to pick up for the coal here, and that will speed things up even more. We could use both the store and this for pickup points. Let me just see over here, road crew. You've only got the one unfinished road, which is out that way. I know that. So what I'd like to do is, let me just do this as a test. I think I'd like to kind of fill this in, let it run. Yep. So now you're only going to auto detect. In fact, I think what we will do is drop you to 2,000 meters. So this is going to be your patch, and then the other office will do that. We build this out to here. It means that when I'm asphalting this, the vehicles coming out around here will be doing quite well. Right, we just take a quick look at the top overview. So this one's empty, this one's got 2 tons in it. These have got small amounts in here as well. I think we're on the 14th of October at the moment. This field hasn't started harvesting yet. Not good news. This one's here. We still got odds and pieces here. This one is finished. Big field 1. Who is on big field 1? Right, I need to get big field 1 out of here. Fraction field is big field 1. Work. You onto, I think we'll put you onto there. So that if that actually finishes, we'll get this done. Let's just see this guy here. These guys have got the little small, so that's medium field 2. I think what we can do is run you off there, get you onto a fine. I think we'll try and clear that one out. Where's the oops, we got a queue down here. We're gonna need to find our mini guy friend. All rated vehicles, covered hole. Yeah, you're on build 4. I'll remove you. And what I'm going to do is this one, isn't it? Just add you to this one. You can just pick up here. What if you could unload crops into a field? Well, that could be an interesting experiment, because if you were, what you might be able to do is get, or if say you had a field that was close to a silo, if you could dump the crops into the field, and then, no, it's only got the one entrance, isn't it? No, that might not be particularly that efficient. Just a wishful thought there on my part. Just see. So we need wood and crops up here. Produce, so this is going to be crops, isn't it? And we need a power supply as well, because I knocked the power supply down out here as well. So that's something that's going to have to wait. Anyway, it's been built, so that's good. This guy needs mechanical components are the issue. Let me see. Go down to that conveyor, which is 94%. Maybe we, for the moment, we need to give a bit of an assist out here. What can I assist with? I don't really want to go for conveyors. Actually, I think what we'll do is we'll give these guys the heating plant here. You can bring out the concrete and the gravel, and we can get that heating plant underway. That would be great. While this road is being built out here. Yeah, so that makes sure those guys are fully employed, and they're literally doing the groundworks. Almost like we're going to need more workers here, I think. I think the issue here is actually that we got wood. So I think that's coming together. You've got workers in there. I know I've got lots of people who are, got 561 people who are unemployed. We're on the 29th of October. That one's finished now. So we virtually cleared out this area here. This has got 0.6 tons just on this one field now. But we're just going to get you. Fills this, field 21. We can remove 20 and the medium field. But what we can do is this guy probably needs a bit of an assist, so just put him on there. Get him running backwards and forwards. Kind of freelancing the whole process. So we're on the 28th of October now, and we've actually started this final field, which is good. I'm quite happy with that. We've got 1,200 tons in there, 1,200 tons in there, 500 tons in there, got 291 tons in here, and we are gaining slightly now with the fuel situation, which is good. But I'm still not going to be exporting what we call it, crops, food. Sorry, not crops. What am I on about? What am I babbling about? Now the question is, what can we buy that's... I think we've got a few bricks here, so my instinct is to buy an open hole for here so that we can start getting some more of the base materials here. But at the same time, maybe a coal truck dumper will speed up this process here. I think we're going to go for dumper. We got 264,000 and buy a dumper. I think the more dumpers we've got kind of working from picking up and bringing stuff to the steel mill, the faster we're going to go. We're going to pick up from there though. We're not going to pick up from the ore processing plant, and your job is going to be to, if I can find it, I've gone too far. And you're going to drop off there, and you start rocking. There's only 1 ton of gravel, 2 tons of coal. Did I get a couple of really cheap, last chance to buy, thank you. Can I get a couple of really cheap dumpers, or are they just all so expensive? I could get dumper. Yeah, 6 tons. Don't really want to go that. I want a dumper that's kind of 25 tons of gravel. You have 3 tons. You have 20,000. We've got this guy here, 3.5 tons. He's 16,000 each, and he's actually quite quick. Right, gonna get a couple of these. What you're gonna do is come out here. Your job is going to be to pick up from here. You're going to pick up coal. And you're going to drop off there. Oh, and you're going to wait until unloaded. And then we're going to get the other truck. It's going to come out here. Whoops, missed him. And then you can from here. You're going to pick up gravel and you're going to unload here. And you're going to wait until unloaded. What I need is a distro office here. And what we're going to do is add you there. And your job is going to pick up the concrete from there, not unload it. Or it's not concrete, sorry, cement. I think what we're going to do is drop you down to about 50%. Let me just... Yeah, you need 4.5 tons, and to be honest, if you run out, that's not the... Oops, cement. If you run out, it's not the end of the world. You're not something that's key. But the concrete plant needs to be kept full. So we've now kicked our sunny little truck into position here, and he's now producing cement. And what I'm going to do to begin with is just get this running, see if it settles down and how efficient it is, and if this guy can keep this full and our actual cement imports drop down a little bit, because it's not massive. Technically, actually, how much have you got? You've got 11 tons. You've got 4.4 tons. Okay, what we're going to do is, I can afford to take the chance, so we're actually going to stop that. I mean, if push comes to shove, what I can do is turn off the cement supply to there, and then this can supply cement exclusively to here. And then that will just shut my costs down a little bit. Now, we are on the 13th of November. And I don't want that. I want this, because I've just noticed we need to push down some more trees around here. Keep everything going. Just to keep everything going really nicely. Like that. Right, let's just check the overview now. So we're actually doing pretty good, because we're on the 14th of November. We've cleared all these fields here. And we should have the trucks in here. So we got the trucks in here picking this up. So we should be able to get a full harvest now. And we got 1,200. So we got nearly, well, 2,400 there. What I need to do now is find the mini little truck. Where did you go? Ah, I've got to find him. Let the game run. I can't remember which field I allocated it, all related vehicles. There we are. You go back to there. You've done your job. Just clear that. What I could do also is we're just going to take a look at this. Wow. We're going to increase that as well. Not as well. We got the workforce. I'm not exporting clothes, am I? Check. Oh. Okay, so it looks like clothes demand is on the increase as well. But that's something we're going to need to keep an eye on. Over here, and look, it looks like we've completed this conveyor. And mechanical components again. You don't need it there at the moment. Horses without steel, yes, I know. Where are you going? Oh, you're coming in here. That's good. We could build that. This only needs 0.6 tons of steel, so we could just sneak that on the end there. That's a kind of freebie. That will keep these guys going. Tons of bricks here. We got... I'd love to get this back up to 300,000, to be honest. So that's quite happy at the moment to get in here. Corner blocks full. This is going quite well, actually. I'm quite impressed with this. We only need 0.55 tons of steel here. We could get a prefab in here. If we get this in, we should get a bit more population. I think there's actually a pipeline in here somewhere. Let me just... What's it? Is it F4? F3, isn't it? Yeah. How much do I need here? 51 tons of steel. Wow. That's going to be painful. Yeah, I think the heating plant needs to be a priority. Come on, guys, you can do it. Just go and see. How's this jolly old steel plant go? Yeah, we got a shortage of iron now, probably because of the queues here. We got built up here, so who's delivering the iron? Where's the iron deliveries coming from? I think you're just doing the coal, aren't you? What's happened to my iron trucks? Let me just see. Where are you? So it looks very much like we may need to start using this office here to import some iron so that we can keep the iron full up as well. So I'm going to get you there. Your job is to buy in the iron. And where's the... It's this one, isn't it? I'm sure this is the one. Yep. Good one. If we got a spare truck sat in here doing nothing, in fact I wouldn't mind another dumper here. So you're picking up from the charcoal chems and the ore processing. Right, we've got a bit of money. I'm going to put another dumper onto that. Start filling in these. What that will mean is that this will be the balancing component with respect to the coal. Look at that. See, one load of iron and the coal's all gone. That's very much the nature of this process here. I put some trees down. Just put some more trees in here. A little bit. Right, we're on the 29th of November. So it looks like we might just miss this last. Got 7.4 tons there. I mean, I think it's the 3rd of December, isn't it, when this runs out? You've got no trucks there, so where are you? Yeah, you're picking up there as well. So we're just kind of getting the last pieces from this field. Is okay. I think what I will do while I'm thinking about it, I'm just going to pause and we're going to demolish this field, this field, this field. Yeah, I don't know why I actually paused the game actually. We're just going to take these out and hopefully what I will be able to do is put in, you put it that way round, just kind of just squish it in on this corner here like that, like that. Yeah, it's 4.81 hectares, so you've got a fairly good spread with a couple of small. Right. I think for the moment, we're just in case I forget, I'm going to assign you to that field there. This one's got, yeah. That one's covering that side. That one's covering that side. But what I would like to do is readjust these medium fields, but okay. Right, we've now had the final process there. And let me just see. Actually, I think I'm just going to leave this the way it is, and then we'll see how this goes with this pattern. And we got that there. And what's the final take on our crops here? And what we need to do now is just take one of these. And we're going to flip you to load. And you're going to pick up that stuff there. What should happen is these guys will return back to here. We've got quite a lot of crops there. I mean, I could get a boost by exporting the food. How much is actually... Let's just have a look at the current prices. Alcohol was 1,218 a ton. Food is 590. Let me just see. How much does it cost to produce a ton of alcohol? Where are you? I'm here. So 5 tons of crops produces 1 ton of alcohol, which is going to translate there. And 2 tons of crops produces 1 ton of foods. So it's... Whoops, I keep on clicking there. It's kind of 50-50, isn't it, with respect to this process. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the winter and then reevaluate the crop situation in the spring. So we're now on the 9th of December. Let me just get up to here. Actually, just laying out this road here. Actually, I've just... You've got this farm here. Kind of very tempted to get this farm online, but this produces meat, doesn't it? So we get 0.25 of, we get 0.25 tons of food, but we need the power supply out here. No, that can wait. I know I keep coming back and looking at it. Apologies, but I just want to... Right, so we've now got the heating plant. That's the sole thing we're working on. This is finished, and I think we're just... We'll just make... Oops, no, I don't want bricks. What am I on about? Ah, wrong one. And what we're just going to do is just pump out the prefabs there. And what I need to do is change... What have we got here? 12 tons of bricks here, so I think what I can do is set the bricks onto here, and we got a little bit more money. Just want this stuff sorted, so we're going to get an open hole. 39,000. Yeah, we're going to go for it. I know it's money that I can ill afford, but I want to get the resources out here. I think it'll make a big difference. And then we're going to assign the pickup points. Change the pickup point for prefabs. We're going to put you down to the bottom. Assign you to there. We're going to pick up prefabs. So we are getting a little bit of steel coming in now. We are getting some mechanical component production going. So I think this is getting a little bit more into balance. I do need to keep an eye on my income. Meat, alcohol, gravel, coal, boards. Yep, we'll be okay. And I'm aware that time is pushing on, so what we're going to do is just have a quick run around, see who's doing what. This guy's just building the heating plant. My inclination at the moment is to just let him do that. Actually, no. No. We need this being built, don't we? Which is this train yard. So I think it's time to start and building the train yard. I mean, at the moment it just needs gravel, asphalt, so it's going to take a little while to get this underway. Because if we can build the train yard, we can then start getting together to build a rail construction train, which will then work on there, and then we can start laying some track. I think that would be quite impressive. Right, I'm just getting a bit distracted again. Right, these guys just got the one road. Apologies. Where is the... I definitely want... It's this section here. And we're just going to make sure the knife edge picks this up. Knife edge road crew. Want that built there. This is the last link across along here. I know it's going to cause disruption, but that's the way it is. These guys are... You're working on the heat exchanger. Wow. Okay. Pause. We have accommodation for some of our over 21s. I'm sure some of them would love to come and live in this new area here. We're certainly going to pull some out of here. Probably the majority. But I would also like to pull some out of here as well. So we're just going to get back over here. We'll probably take about... Oops. I don't want to demolish the building. Go away. Put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there, and then we're just going to fill the rest of it up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we've now filled that up, and what that should do is get this going. In fact, that went up so quickly. I'm impressed. And if we got this heat exchanger and this being built, is it possible that we can take the chance for get this built? I think I will. Because these guys, yeah, we're going to build that as well. We got our first modern looking buildings here. And these can come here. The only real possible risk is food. Yep. Food and clothes. How are you distributing the food? We only got the one. We got the... I think I'm actually using this single covered hole, aren't I, to deliver the food. Not a covered hole, aren't I? Over here, but he's too small. Right. Yeah, this is the micro guy. I think what I'm going to do is just as a temporary fix until we got this. What we got here? You're 2.5 tons of food. We need something that's going to be a bit bigger. You're 40,000. You're 35,000. You're 80 kilometers an hour. Okay. There's one thing that annoys me with these distribution offices is that you're going to come out here. So we're going to do direct delivery to begin with, just to ensure that we get through the winter. And then what I'll do is after the winter, I will get this sorted out because we're out of food now. Let me see. We've got electronics here. I think if we increase the food supplies to 11 tons, and that means that these two trucks will just keep running up backwards and forwards delivering food. There we are. Look, so we've got a bit of a problem there, which should be fixed. I just need to get the money going. I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.